Hello everyone. Welcome. Today I usually post a video trying to move my table around here of me making soap. And I have a regular page. It's Tilia'sNaturalSoaps.com. That's my page. So I make soaps. Arts and crafts. I make not your melt and pour soaps. I make soaps from scratch with the lye, the measurement of the lye, the water, the oils, your other ingredients, your shea butters, your coconut oils, things that you have to put in there, your essential oils. A lot of my essential oils are purchased from within the United States. I have this place that I tend to buy a lot of things from that does their oils right there. They distill them. They have a farm, a herb farm, and everything else, a sustainable farm that they have. So a lot of times people hit me up. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get this camera so everybody can see. A lot of people, I'm sorry, I want you guys to see my crabs here. I'm eating crabs, and I'm going to do this quick video while I'm eating crabs. But I guess I have to be up higher, maybe lower. Just have to be lower. So, in my video, a lot of people, see my hat? I got my hat. A lot of people hit me up and ask me, do I want to be a vendor? And that's fine and dandy. And for you all who's asking people to spend their money on vending, you know, you got to make sure you do the work as well as advertising your event that you have out that you're going to do for that day. And the issue is the last couple of shows was a flop. I just basically, you know, broke even. However, if you're going to contact people and ask them to do an event, especially if you want to ask them to make sure they like and subscribe to your Facebook page, your YouTube, whatever page you have, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and, you know, have in a lot of other follows. Like this one chick asked me to send her information out to 50 people so they can like and subscribe to her thing. You're trying to get your followers up. I'm trying to do business. Damn the followers. I paid you for my table, so I expect you to do your research as well. Not just ask the vendors to do all the work. So, I make soaps. So, my soaps are $5, $6. My Yoni soaps are $7. That's the highest I have with my soaps. I try to keep my soaps at a price where people can afford to buy them, and you know, I just won't have this inventory where I'm making soaps and I'm pricing them so high that people's not interested in it. I also do herbs, the Yoni steamers, bath herbs. I do beard balms, beard oils. I do it all. However, when you ask people to come and do an event and you're hyping up this event and I get there and it's only 2 other vendors, excuse me, y'all, 2 other vendors. This event started at 12. I got there at 10:45 so I can start setting up. I like to set up an hour or 2 before my event starts to make my table nice and neat. And for you to pull your butt up there at 12:30, when I contact you, nobody's in the park. What's going on? Event starts at 12. Okay, you had to make 2 stops. You get to the park, and then once you get to the park, you realize you don't have all your stuff, because today was supposed to be a back-to-school event with music, moon bounce, face painting, free school supplies, food. I did not see any school supplies at all. So I was told they were asking people to donate and asking vendors to donate for school supplies. Well, I paid for my table, so I'm not buying school supplies as well. And you leave and go back to the store because you don't have a grill. Well, a lot of public parks, especially historic parks, don't have grills. You know, if you got a neighborhood grill or a small little neighborhood park and things like that, a community, you know, parks that's, that's what they do. They rent out pavilions and everything else. That's different. But you at a historical fort park, you're not going to have grills because that's extra cost that city has to, to maintain. And as a host, you should have scanned that area. Hell, you could have went on Google and checked to see the amenities for that park without even riding by. But as a host and collecting people's money, you should have did your research. Not only did you get there at 12 or 12:30, you started setting up for the food. You left because you didn't have a grill, and you were gone for 2 hours. Vendors don't know where to go at. Then vendors, if you're at an event, the event starts at 12 o'clock. Bring your ass an hour early. Why are you coming at 2 o'clock to set up for an event and the event has started at 12? That's just ridiculous. So, wasn't advertised. Barely any people. I think about maybe 10, 12 people showed up. They're looking around. Okay, we see the moon bounce. Where's the hot dogs? Where the free hot dogs and hamburgers? Where's the music? Do y'all have a permit to be in this park? I don't know. The person who's hosting it is gone. It's just some bullcrap that you shouldn't have to deal with. People, get it together if you're going to be having events. Don't look at the money. And then don't expect your vendors to advertise your event. A lot of times, get this, check this out, check it out. A lot of vendors, probably not from your area. So if you contact them or they see something that you're posting, they usually come from another area. They're trying to make money. Okay, my family lived from that park maybe 45 minutes away or so. Why would they drive 45 minutes to a park that would have been teed off because you weren't there? The food wasn't done. You weren't there. A grill wasn't going. The moon bounce people actually waited over an hour so you can sign for the moon bounce. They're better than me because I would have left at that time. When you're having an event, vendors on a certain time schedule, especially those vendors that's dropping off supplies for you, and you're not even there. So of course I'm disturbed. People asking questions. I don't know. That's not my shindig. So I'm sorry, I'm eating crabs, you guys. I'm from Maryland, and we love crabs here. At least I love crabs. So I'm eating crabs while I'm chitting and chatting. But I am irritated. This is the third event maybe 4, that I had in the last 3 weeks that was garbage. So, look at the size of these crabs, guys. My brother bought me these crabs. These are extra large. They are huge. And I know people don't like to pick crabs because they said there's too much work. But if you buy the big ones, look at that meat. You don't have to worry about it. So anyway, back to my ranting and raving. I'm trying to do this gracefully without cursing. So, but at the end of the day, 3 o'clock, 3:15, I made no money. I'm out. I said, you're lagging. I still don't, 3 o'clock, I still don't, 3:30, I still don't smell charcoal. I'm getting the hell out here and enjoy the rest of my Sunday. So, don't expect people to do your work for you. You don't have to spend a whole lot of money on advertising. And the neighborhood was a very nice, crowded neighborhood. Townhouses, old, an old townhouse community. And this is downtown Baltimore, Maryland, where this event was. So, you could have put flyers on people's cars' doors. You could have went to the shopping center around the corner and put flyers on people's cars. You could have put some flyers or business cards at all those breweries that was all around that street. Not to have anybody there and you talking and hyping it up like you could have all these vendors, and at the end of the day, you had 3 vendors that was on time and the 4th one was late. So, I'm a little disturbed about that. So, that's my rant. I'm eating crab to make myself feel better. And let me tell y'all, the last event was in Temple Hills, Maryland. Main Corridor Road, St. Barnabas Road. I tell you, about 1,000 cars every 15-20 minutes a ride on that road. I mean, this is a heavy traffic area. Across from a apartment complex, townhome. I saw some single family homes, a car wash, and we're at the bowling alley in the parking lot. That's fine. Oh, we gonna make some money. No, nothing at the entrance saying vendors event for today. Come shop. No advertising. People who live in the neighborhood didn't even know about it. And then we're behind the bowling alley. Why are we not in front of the bowling alley so people can see us from the road? In the front of the bowling alley, it wasn't a parking. Well, it's not really the front. It's like a side entrance. So, but you don't enter the bowling alley from the area. You have to come to the front door in the main parking lot. But this part of this asphalt, or the parking lot that we could have set our shop at, was right on the street. But it wasn't, you couldn't park the vehicles and stuff there. So that would have been a perfect place for the vendors to set up. And then people can see your tents and everything else. People see tents, they hear a little music because the DJ was there. And they was like, okay, what's going on? Let me go over here. Again, no advertising. Why you don't have a sign? You can go to the Dollar Tree and buy a cardboard for $1 or two for 50 cents. Oh, two for $1, 50 cents each. And you can make a big old sign. Get yourself some balloons and tape it up on a pole, or put the sign in front of the entrance so people can see it. This is just ridiculous. And it's not like we can get a refund on what we spent. We can't get a refund. So if you're going to have people come out there and spend their money, we expect you to do some of the work. Because if I'm making products and packing my stuff and doing inventory and making sure I have everything, and I do more than one event, there's no way in the world I'm going to be advertising for you. I'll do some advertising. I'm not that shallow. But for you not to notify the community, it's crazy. Okay, you could have put flyers on the cars at the bowling alley. You could have put flyers inside the bowling alley on the concession stand where they come and buy their little hot wings or whatever, their beer. You could have done that. You could have went to the Walmart down the street around the corner, Sam's Club, BJ's, and put flyers on people's cars. It's a lot of ways that you can advertise without spending a whole lot of money. I just don't get it. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm a complainer. Maybe I like to pick at shit. But it's not rocket science, people. It is not rocket science. So if this is not a really big event, you're not putting on a community day or a large function at a church or a spirit day or whatever, where you're going to have thousands of people out, don't hit me up. Don't waste my time. Don't hype up some shit. And if you don't know what you're doing or need some help, you ask for the help. That's just my tea. And one of the vendors was like, I'm going to ask her for a refund. I said, well, it's called business. I don't think you're going to get a refund. But on the same token, she wasn't even there on time. How you going to be a hostess and nobody knows what you look like? You didn't come over there and introduce yourself to the vendors, because that's what a host do. And you back and forth running to the store for some crap or event that you knew 3 months ago that you were putting on. Who does that? Well, people, it's not where you live, how you live. I don't care if it was one vendor that showed up. Professionalism is everything. Being on time is everything. I have a lot of events at my house. I put on cookouts. I have done crab feasts. I have seafood feasts. I have done brunches, dinner parties, a holiday party. And you best believe not one person who came to my house for an event did not say that they had to sit at my house or in my backyard for an hour or two because the food wasn't ready or I just started cooking. When I say my event starts at 1 o'clock, you best believe when you walk in my house at 1 o'clock, wash your hands because it's time to eat. And bless your food for the people who bless their food. That's how you put on an event. And this is my family members that I do that. You know, I have family members that's always on time. And some who come at least a little bit early to see if I need some help. And the first person who comes there, they get a raffle. I give them a free gift. The first person who comes get a free gift. The person who leaves last get a gift. But that's how you do. That's how you like to keep people entertained. But some of y'all folks out here, I'm telling you folks, get it together. It's just crazy. It's no reason. Look at this crab, y'all. It is no reason that you can't get an event going. I did an event around the corner from me, and it was at this historical house. There wasn't that many people there. The event started at, I think, 10 o'clock. Vendors had to be there by 8 to set up because they want everything up and running. They didn't want anybody still trying to put their table together when people start getting in there. And they had all the parking spaces laid out. Space 1, you were assigned space 33. They had all the spaces spray painted on the grass. You pull your car up to the grass and unload your stuff. Park your car on the side where your little space was. So all you have to do at the end of the day to load up your stuff and roll out. Only thing they ask that you wait until the event was almost over, so you won't endanger some of the people who was walking around on the historical site. And that's understandable. They had about 30 vendors there, and it was slow, but it was nice. People started coming out around 12 o'clock. The event started at 10. So people started at 12 o'clock. So we was out there talking to each other, meeting, seeing what everybody saw. And then it wasn't a big crowd, but the crowd was constant. And they even had a space at the airport, a park and ride where the bus was free, and the bus was because there was nowhere to park at the place they were having the event at. It was full, so you can catch the charter bus from the airport and it dropped you right off if you wanted to do that. And the charter bus was going like every 5 minutes or so. So I walked back to the simple fact you can walk back to the park and ride because it was actually up the street, and by the time the bus had to do their little route to get to the park and ride, you probably beat the bus there. But that's how you do an event. And it was a small event, but I still made my money. I made a 300% profit. Everybody was nice. Everybody got along. I chit-chatted with everybody. It was organized. I don't know what else to say to people. If you have an event and you need help, ask for help. But don't expect to keep inviting people to things that you just can't even get it together, y'all. It was a mess. You hear me? A hot mess. Even the people in the neighborhood like, oh, we didn't even know this was going on. Crazy, crazy stuff. But that's my tea. So, if anybody looking into this YouTube, and I know you ain't trying to bash nobody, but people, especially my people, get your shit together when you're trying to host stuff. Nobody's going to take you serious. You want good press or bad press, you know. And your next event may be nice, but because I had this bad experience, and you weren't there on time, you didn't come out to greet your vendors, we don't know who's who, you'll hit me up for another event, and I'm going to go, oh, no. So, sorry. When they say your first impression, for certain things, it is your first impression, and that'll be your last impression of people. You know, do your work. These crabs are so good. So, I'm going to finish eating my crabs. And hopefully the event I have tomorrow be much better. But that's just down the street from me, and that event, I can't complain about it. It's a community day event. And it's free, so I don't have to worry about losing any money. So, it's free, and I'm sure it will be organized, because it's a big event they put on every year. So they invite all these entrepreneurs, home-based business, crafters to come out and sell your stuff. So that's very thankful. So thanks for watching, you guys. Leave me some positive comments or your experience of, you know, doing events or vendor events, or even just being a patron at an event that wasn't together. Let me know what you think, or what things you think would have been best for people. I can always jot some notes down, because when I put on my event, I'm going to do a big one. I'm going to make sure that I don't miss out on anything. And that's my dog barking to get back in the house. So let me go. Thanks for watching. Toodles.